I have over 800 fragrances behind me, and I guarantee you at least 75 are pineapple fragrances. I love a good pineapple fragrance. It's my favorite DNA. And hands down, the best, the most luxurious pineapple fragrance I own is from Elysian. It's called Jalous. I have fallen in love with this fragrance. I picked this up at ScentXplore in New York City at the beginning of December, and since that time, I've worn it a lot. Over on another platform, I do weekly fragrance rotation videos. If you go back and watch those videos for the last 8 weeks, I've talked more about this fragrance than any other. I keep this bottle on my shelf right here, and it's for easy access. It's right at eye level, it's easy to grab, and more than anything, it always sounds good to me. No matter what I'm wearing, no matter what I'm doing, no matter whether it's day or night, no matter if it's 30 degrees outside or 60 degrees outside, it always sounds good to me. Every time I walk by this bottle, it gives me the bedroom eyes. I sprayed this fragrance on once and now it's batting its eyes like a Disney princess. I can't tell if the fragrance wants to be worn or take me out to dinner first. Well, so what does Jalous smell like? Well, it's a big pineapple fragrance. A juicy, realistic pineapple fragrance. And it's worth stating again, it is hands down the best, most luxurious pineapple fragrance in my entire collection. That pineapple note is backed by apple, blackcurrant, and bergamot. You will get a pretty big hit of ambroxan, and underneath that, a light, creamy vanilla and sandalwood. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I'm a huge Creed Aventus fanboy, and this does share a lot of notes with Creed Aventus. But I will say Jalous is a lot less conventional, and it's not near as close as a handful of other popular Creed Aventus inspired fragrances. It's in the same ballpark, but I don't think the two are redundant. This is more of a pineapple dominant fragrance. And to me, the biggest difference between the two is the dry down, which is the majority of the experience of Jalous. With Creed Aventus, the pineapple note might last 15 to 45 minutes depending on what batch you have. With Jalous, the pineapple is the starring player from beginning to pretty much the end. That pineapple lasts a long time, but as it dries down, this creamy, sweet, light, milky vanilla kind of comes to support it. In Creed Aventus, the smokiness comes from a birch note, a smoky birchwood note. There is no smoky birchwood note in Jalous, but you do get a hint of smokiness. But instead of a smoky woodiness, this smells more like a grilled pineapple. It's not near as smoky as Creed Aventus can be. And because Jalous is a pineapple vanilla fragrance, those are the two starring players. And because of that, it feels much more unisex to me. It doesn't feel as masculine as Creed Aventus. I believe I can wear this just as easily as my wife can. Performance with Jalous is great. It projects arm's length, the sillage is outstanding, and longevity is really good. It beats out a handful of those other Creed Aventus inspired fragrances. But like Creed Aventus and any other fragrance that smells like it, olfactory fatigue is an issue. You will go nose blind to this just like you do Creed Aventus or Mont Blanc Explorer. 4 hours in, you might think, wow, is that still projecting? And then you'll get a compliment. On me, it lasts maybe 10 hours, but it performs very well. It's a great house. They took ScentXplore 2024 by storm. Several other creators I talked to had a favorite.
Okay, there is this one fragrance from Elysian called Cafe something. I forgot. What is it?
Cafe Avellana.
Cafe Avellana. That stuff smells absolutely incredible. You need to try this if you haven't tried it.
I've ran through the line. I have a different one from the house, the pineapple fragrance, Jalous. Pineapple fragrance out of this world. Good day, everyone. I'm here with Jessi with Elysian. Jessi, will you tell us a little bit about Elysian?
Sure. Elysian is a brand that I started a couple years ago. It's super special to me. My sister passed away from cancer a couple years ago, and one of the last things that her and I bonded on was perfume. And whenever we would smell new perfume together, it just brightened her day. And so after a year after she passed away, I was like, I really want to make a company that's a tribute to my sister. So I named it after her children, Elysian Evan. And so I was like, oh, I have this new company. I can't wait to get started. And I looked up the word Elysian, and it actually means of heaven. So it was just like a blessing.
Serendipitous.
Yeah. It's like, well, how hard can it be to teach myself perfumery? And it's pretty hard. So I ended up being self-taught, but then I went international. I went to Thailand, and I studied with 2 master perfumers to learn perfumery. It's all female staff. My daughter, it's a family-run company, and all female employees. So we just make it happen. And I kind of come up with a fragrance idea. I run it past all of them.
What I found remarkable, I went through your entire line yesterday, and just how unisex everything is. I felt like I as a man could wear any of them.
My husband wears them all.
Yeah. There was one that I tried yesterday that I literally had dreams about last night. It was your pineapple fragrance.
Yes.
Will you show the camera and tell us a little bit about that one?
Yeah. So this is Jalous. It means jealous. My husband named it. He speaks French. This was one of the very first ones that my husband fell in love with, and whenever he would wear the trial, I was being very much drawn to him, And you know, we're not going to get too much into
Sure,
that, but
I know where you're going. Yeah.
it's very, very sexy.
I have those fragrances.
Yeah, it's unisex. It's very, very sexy. And what I like about fragrance is that it can be a part of your pH, and if you're a male, it'll start pulling out more of those darker masculine notes, and if you're female, the lighter, prettier notes.
That's the best type of unisex fragrance. The ones that when guys wear, they feel masculine. When a woman wears it, you know, it feels feminine. And I think that's exactly how that is.
I want to see your reaction when you, because when's the last time you smelled it?
Yesterday.
Oh, can we?
Yo, please.
Okay.
You probably can't get the goosebumps on my arm, but they are there. It is a luxurious pineapple, and there's a softness to it, there's a sweetness to it, but the pineapple itself is pretty powerful. At least on me, it feels powerful. Oh, it's so good.
Thank you.
If you haven't done it yet, please hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, do everything you need to do so you don't miss any future related fragrance content here on my channel. I'm Marshall the Scent Addict. Come back and see me next time.